Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have a box. This is a box of Pokemon Scale things, but it's not official Pokemon Scale things. This is from Pokemon Scale Studios, various different studios that have made things that Pokemon Scale haven't made. So I got this as a mildly damaged lot. There's photographs that showed some of the things, like Tracy is missing a finger. What is he called? The hitchhiker has a little bit of his feather broken off. The Tauros has a little bit of a chip in his back. There's a Meowth robot and it is missing one of its whiskers. The robot is missing one of the top whiskers on it. And yeah, we're going to see what this looks like. So it wasn't much cheaper than what you would expect, but it is a little bit cheaper than what it would cost to get these brand new. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. There is the head. The head was inside of the paper. So there is the little missing part there of the... Oh, I just realised it wasn't in camera. There's a little missing part there. It doesn't look so bad, actually. Oh, my goodness, we don't want to go dropping that. Nope. Oh, okay. So he said that these were items that had arrived damaged and he was just selling them on. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. Okay, well, this Meowth, we can see here that his arm is off, but if this is like the... Oh, actually... He's missing. He's missing his little top part there as well. His little bit of fur. All right, let's open that up quickly because that wasn't mentioned. That Meowth was missing his little top part. There wasn't any damage to the Meowth as far as I'm aware. Okay, let's so there is the tail for the robot. I'm hoping that is going to be fine because it should be. And now the arm for the Meowth is very, very small. There we can see. Now I think that might actually be broken. With Giovanni, he does have a removable hand that is magnetized on, but let me see here with this Meowth. This certainly doesn't look like it was damaged yet in transit. No, you can see there that is absolutely damaged and broken. That is a real shame because I was hoping that would be a nice Meowth to go with Giovanni, to go with Team Rocket and such. Now that wasn't something that was mentioned. Now, if you're going to sell something that's damaged or it's missing parts, you have to mention or you have to show off all of the different parts. So here is the bottom of. It looks like he's got a little bit of blue tack or something in here. Yeah, I think he's maybe put that in there himself, just to keep the Meowth centered. So this is supposed to go on like that, and the little Meowth sits inside. So we're going to see what the rest of this looks like. Not too happy about that Meowth in his arm. Okay. I'm going to have to cut this sellotape here with some scissors. Okay, so these are the robotic arms for the Meowth. And yeah, it looks like they've got little magnet parts inside. So we'll get everything out first and then we'll try putting it together. Now here's the torus, and right, so that chip there is what was mentioned. The photograph was taken there, and you can see that the entire tail, this doesn't look like it was damaged in transit. This looks like it's been glued. There you can see, there's the other part of the tail, and yeah, that looks like glue residue there. You can see that there's scuff marks to the back of the torus that again was not mentioned. There's no way that this is connecting back to this. This has definitely been, they have tried to fix this in some way and have not been successful. They did not mention that in the description either. I unfortunately think I might be sending this back. It is not arriving in the way that it was said that it would, which is a real shame because there was a couple of these figures that I wanted. So if we're keeping this, then this is going to be a present for the big boss man. There you can see it is the big hitchhiker, which looks really nice. It's a good model. The only thing is it's of course missing the entirety of the feather. I'm just hoping that I've got all of this on camera. So, and he doesn't stand. Interesting. Interesting. His balance is off. I wonder if that is how the feather got broken in the first place. Just making sure that there isn't anything else in here. Nope, the rest of this is all just bubble wrap. Let's see. I'm going to move the camera just up just a tiny bit. There we are. So we can get everything. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, it is the Mon cargo. And I'm not sure what the damage on the Mon cargo is. Oh, okay, he's got little chips underneath his mouth. Oh, I wonder if this is where there's supposed to be fire dripping from. But, yeah, okay, this wasn't shown in the photograph either. But this one isn't as bad. It's not as bad as the Meowth having its arm broken, or the Tauros having its tail missing. Those are significantly worse things. Let's move on to the next part here. And we'll cut this little bit here. Not even sure what this is. Oh, this is Tracy. Okay, so Tracy is missing a finger here, which you can see, most certainly is. Other than that, the rest of them seems to be fine. So that Tracy figure seems okay. Again, the figure does not want to stand. Very unusual. We've got two more things in here. Let's open this one first. See what's inside. So the Tracy and the Hitchhiker seem okay. The thing about the Hitchhiker is that the seller has also added in a... Oh my goodness. There is some problems here. Wow. Okay. Nope, that isn't right. So... this here, the Mischievous, I think it's called Mischievous, it was not shown to have this break in the arm or the other arm here. I think the only thing that was shown was it had this chip in the tooth, but no, this is not even fixable. It's not even repairable. You can see that those are just straight up snapped. This is not something that happened in transit. That is absolutely the way that it was sent. Not happy about this in the slightest. I unfortunately don't think I'm going to be keeping these. I think I'm going to be getting my money back. I think if he had shown what all the problems were and had maybe listed it a little bit cheaper. So what do we have here? There is a blue part. There is the glass segment for the Meowth. There is the little Hitchhiker part. Hitchhiker's little king. Okay, so this seems to be a stand. I'm not sure what it is a stand for. There is an Eggbay, I believe it's called. And there is another plastic shard. Alright, so let's see, what are we dealing with in total here? So this cane goes into the hand here of the Hitchhiker. At least it's supposed to. And let's see here, that... Okay, it doesn't really stick on top. I can see what he's going for. The photograph made it look a little bit better. Yeah, if you hold it in place, it can be good for a little photograph, but it's not going to stick, unfortunately. Now this should just go under here. And unfortunately he just doesn't want to stand up. Oh, I wonder if this part here is for him. Yeah, I think that might be for the backpack actually, because it is quite a bit back heavy. So there we are, something like that is what that's supposed to be like. I don't know what this is for. I'm also not sure what this blue square here is. Oh, is this supposed to be Tracy's, maybe? Does that go in his hand? Yep, there we are. That is indeed what that is. And Tracy also refuses to stand. Ah, and this little glass part here, it's not glass, but it is actually designed to stand behind Tracy with his backpack. The thing is, the Tracy and the hiker are pretty good. They are as described. Well, that is supposed to sit in his hand. It's not going to, it's just going to sit there for just now. Let's take a look at the Meowth. So unfortunately this arm is broken, which I am not entirely happy about. The little glass part should just sit in here at the front. The glass seems a little bit scuffed as well. But the only damage that was shown for this Meowth, you know what, we're just going to leave the glass there, was this part here, and we can see that the arm and such for the Meowth. So this part is magnetised, and that does magnet in there pretty well. And let's take a look at the robotic tail. Is this also magnetised? It is. Okay, so the Meowth mech is pretty good, with the exception of the Meowth having lost his arm, which that is not fixable, and that wasn't mentioned in the description or in the photographs that the Meowth arm was missing. It also was not mentioned that the Meowth had one of his little quills missing or broken from the top. The Taurus, it was not mentioned about this part here, about the tail being broken off. And there's no way that that happened in transit, because you can see that it has been, the person's tried to glue it back together and has been unsuccessful. So I think that's why the Taurus is here. The Moncargo isn't that bad. These little bits here aren't even too noticeable, and other than that, I think he's fine. It looks like a fine figure. But this one, the bayonet is what they're called, he is just not in any kind of way that could reasonably be fixed, I don't think. You can see that there is big shards missing, you know, where it was supposed to go. Is this supposed to go into the mouth or something? Is that what this was originally supposed to be like? I'm entirely unsure. I'm trying to do this on camera, but I'm thinking that maybe that's what it was supposed to be like. It was supposed to be something like that, but what the photograph showed was only that there was a chip in the tooth. It didn't show anything about the arms missing or that the arms being broken off. If you're ever making eBay listing with damaged items, it is incredibly important to mention all the parts that are damaged. Otherwise, the person thinks they're bidding on something that's better than what you're giving them, and then the person receives something that isn't what was described or what was expected. I would have still got this, but I would have paid less money for it, is what I would say. I'm very disappointed about the Meowth arm, very disappointed about the Taurus tail being broken, very disappointed about the bayonet's arms being broken. The Tracy, I was aware that he was missing a finger. The Hitchhiker, I knew that he was missing the feather in his hat. So I am okay with those. I'm not even sure if the Igglybuff was even mentioned. I think that might be a throw-in, which is nice, but it doesn't make up for the damages that weren't mentioned by the seller. So I'm not sure if I'm keeping these or not. This was supposed to be a present for the situation. This was a present for the big boss man. I wanted the little mecha Meowth for myself, being the big old grand cat. But the Taurus and the bayonet kind of really ruin it for me. So I think I might need to get onto eBay with this one, and we're either going to... Because the thing is, this Taurus, that's not repairable. This bayonet, that isn't repairable. You know, you could have the best glue in the world, it wouldn't fix that. You would need to... I don't know what you would need to do to fix that, in fairness, unfortunately. But there we are. I thought it was nice that he saw that there was the damage there, and he's put in this little hiker helmet thing here. I think that was a cool little touch. But again, folks, when you're selling something, if you're selling something damaged, you have to take photographs and you have to point out all the parts that are damaged, all the scratches, or you have to have a detailed description in your description, which this did not have. The photographs did not show any of this. The photographs didn't show any of this. I might even put up some of the photographed listings of the eBay page. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to do that, so I might not. But I can for certain say that these parts were not mentioned in the description, nor was the Meowth's arm being broken either. So that is a couple of things there that have kind of put me off this little set that I bought. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks. Let me know if you've ever had any problems with things from eBay before, with any damages, or have you ever bought anything that is damaged and it's arrived and it's in a worse condition than what you've had before? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm always interested to hear that. But that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go out, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.